All right, so for today's lesson, we're going to go over both shading, how to shade with pencil and create value, and perspective. So we're going to do almost like a shot of a well and us looking down into the well. So we'll see the perspective of going back into space or down in space, and we'll get really, really dark values fading to light values. So the first thing we need to do is have a square piece of paper. Now, if you don't have square paper, I'm going to show you how to make it. You're going to take a regular piece of computer paper if you have it, and fold it until the corner exactly meets the bottom, and that will make a square. So make sure it's right on that line, and the corner should meet up right in the corner. And then fold that triangle. Now we need to cut off this. So you can either do it two ways. If you have scissors, you can just fold it on this line, or draw a line with a pencil if you wanted to, and then take a scissors and cut it. Or you could just fold it back and forth, fold it back and forth, fold it back and forth until you can tear it with a nice line if you don't have scissors. Okay, and we're actually going to use that line. So we're also going to do it on the other side. So we have a diagonal line on each corner. All right, and this is going to be the basis, these two lines, for our well going down. Now, I'm going to do a nice border around my paper because I think it looks nice. And what I'm going to do, I couldn't find my nice ruler, so this is all I have, which is fine. I'm just going to draw. I'm not going to do any measurements or anything. You can if you want to get it perfectly parallel. I'm just going to kind of eye it and try and get it so that it's about the same, about an inch border all the way around. And once I have that, we can start shading. So for perspective, everything, especially for 1 point perspective, everything's going to disappear at 1 point in the picture. And for this, for a well going down in space, that 1 point is the center. Let me raise up my camera a little bit. So this is the point at which everything disappears. Now, what we're going to do is go darkest here and work out to the lightest at the top, because dark in value signifies it's further back in space. So if you have just a regular pencil, you can do it with that and build value with that. If you have a drawing pencil, you can do it with this. These are really great because they're a little bit softer lead, and so it gets darker. But I'm going to assume most people don't have that, so what I'm going to do is use a regular pencil. Now, just so that I can really see these lines, I'm going to, from that dot, connect a line from the dot to each corner. And I want to see this line when we do our well, so it can be dark, but just make sure you have it lined up right before you draw. So I'm essentially doing an X through this square. Now, when I start building value, we're going to do it in the direction parallel with the line at the top. And the reason why is it's going to give the illusion of squares going down, and I promise you, rather than coloring up and down, it will look so much more realistic if we color in the direction of that top line. So like on this triangle, all my lines are going to go like this, parallel with that. So I'm going to start here and press really hard, and I'm only going to draw until I hit that line. I like to kind of do the edges first so that I have a border. That way when I start coloring faster, I don't go over the lines. So what I'm doing is going slow and pressing really hard and building up a little dark area. And then I'm going to color back and forth again, like this direction, no coloring like this. We don't want to color in every direction for this. Our brush stroke, or like the angle that we're coloring, is really going to have a huge impact on how real this looks. Okay, now I'm pressing hard, but not as hard as I did here. So I'm slowly gonna get lighter. And again, I'm doing the edges first so that when I go do these big strokes, I don't act so. Now I'm gonna do a little bit more. And again, I'm pressing lighter now. So every little section, I'm gonna start pressing lighter and lighter, and I'm trying to do it as if they're straight lines parallel with this. So I'm coloring, I've turned my paper because it's easier for me to color up and down than color side to side. So instead of doing this, which is hard for my wrist, I turn my paper so that I can color up and down. Okay, and I do a little bit more. And again, press a little lighter. Okay, I'm only gonna do one side of this because you can kind of get the picture. So I'm pressing really light here. It's not fully colored in, and that's okay because I'm gonna take my finger and blend this in a minute. And I'm not even adding anything on this outside. Okay, but I am trying to keep it pretty even so I don't see like solid lines, like dark, medium, light. I want it to slowly blend. So I'm gonna go over and layer until it looks like it's slowly blending. Okay, now I'm gonna take my finger, and it's very important you rub in the same direction that we drew. So don't rub like this, just to smooth it out. All right, now that we've done that side, I'm gonna turn it and start on this side. So again, I'm turning it so that I can go up and down, and it's gonna be easier in my hand. And I wanna make sure I'm not coloring over that line. I want the brush strokes, or the pencil strokes, I should say, to stop at the line. So that's why I kind of do the edges first, small, and then I connect with bigger strokes in the middle. Okay. Try and match, so like this value with the value all the way around. So it looks like there's essentially squares going all the way around. And when you're done, you'll have your well going all the way around. I'm not gonna take up your time making you watch me do the whole thing. Keep doing it. Dark, out to light, then turn, dark, out to light, then turn, dark, out to light, then turn. Then go back, and if you have any smudges going over your lines, erase it. And then when you're done, take a picture or a quick video and post it to my Flipgrid.